Oh, this is flipping sad times, man. It's not ended just yet, but it's coming to the flipping end of the era, man. Man like D-Block Europe, young ads in flipping open and closed brackets, bro. So I'm guessing there's no flipping LB in that, bro. Listen and that, fam. When it comes to the UK wave scene and that, bro, I've been a big supporter of it and a big fan of it. You know what I'm saying? And it's a literal gold mine in terms of the amount of artists that are in it. Is a small, it's concentrated, it's not over flooded, you know what I mean? And every single artist is absolutely cold. Every single year, my top 5, there's a wave artist in that, bro. You know what I'm saying? In the past 2 years, I think it was Nave Small. I think M Huncho was in it 2 years ago or whatever. And then 3 years ago, whatever, I think it was D-Block Europe or whatever. But bruv, the way I spin every wave artist and the way I respect them and the style and that, bruv, personally, in terms of genres in the UK, it's probably my favorite and it might be the best in terms of the amount of artists that are in there and in terms of how every single one of them are flipping cold and that, bruv. Like, listen, man. So the fact that this is happening now and that, bruv, is sad to see still. I can't even lie to you in that, bruv. And these men are pioneers. Come on, D-Block Europe. You know what I mean? Not even just with the hits, but with the stats, with the way that they're moving them to there, the fact that the way they're moving the game and that, bruv, the independence, all of that type of stuff and that, fam. Like, listen, man. So it's sad times, man. I can't even lie to you. It's sad times, but is what it is and that, but everything's got to come to an end. Let's get into it. Shout out to the melanin. Let's see what I got. Bro, look at it, man. Even ads is sad and that, bro. Like, what? Even he's sad and them thing there, bro. Why the hell is not? Okay, I don't know why the hell that's not working, but I can't even show it and them thing there. I can't even zoom into it. But look at him, bro. Man's out there holding his head and them thing there and that, fam. You know what I mean? Like, even I've never seen this guy in like sorrow, agony, you know what I mean, and that, fam. So yeah, man said hard times for the whole scene and that, fam. Hard time for the whole scene. These men are still on the lean thing, though.
First driving the Lambo, I hit the ends. I ain't no gang leader or member, shout out my friends. I'm really from my hood, I read up off a scan. Pray to Janaza and told fish in Jana, we will meet again. It's the same me with the same team. $500,000 around my neck, it gave me brain freeze.
Oof. The way that flute as well for a split second just went in there, then disappeared again. And you could say, oh yeah, this is basically kind of like one of them heartfelt ones and that, bruv. You know what I mean? So maybe that's why LB is not in here and that, bruv. And it's like a single for man like Young Ads and that, bro. But fam, these man are bare tunes arraying from a different range of topics and that, bro. So it doesn't matter whether it's heartfelt, slowed down a little bit deeper and that, bruv. They've made all type of tunes together and them thing there. And by the way, fam, flipping water, man. Broski is flipping shining from rotted. Anyway, reload this whole thing and that, bro. This one, yeah, we got to really listen in.
Yeah, my first drive in the Lambo, I hit the ends. I ain't no gang leader or member, shout out my friends. I'm really from my hood, I read up off a scan. Pray to Janaza and told fish in Jana, we will meet again. It's the same me with the same team. $500,000 around my neck, it gave me brain freeze. Hard-headed nigga, I can't take heed. Bro told me take one, but I'ma take 3.
That Lambo bar as well and that, fam. When I rode my first Lambo, went straight to the hood type of thing, because I was just talking about it in Heady One Balanced and that, but where he was comparing different things and different lives and different utensils and them thing there. But you get me, you know what I'm saying, and them thing there. But I was literally saying that the fact that we come from where we come from and that, bro, you know what I mean, and then get the bread and that, fam, having that versatility of both worlds and that, bro, is the coldest thing ever and that, fam. That's why you literally get man that get money and that, fam, and still go back to the hood and that, fam. You know what I mean? Because it's not just about, oh yeah, drillings, I still feel like I'm a bad boy. It's more than that, bro. You know what I'm saying? So your home, your community, all of that type of stuff. There's good and bad there and that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes the bad can draw people back in and that, bro, but more time it's the good and that, fam. You can't just leave that, bro. At the end of the day, your life's there, family's there, friends, and all of that type of stuff. Like, you get me? It's deeper, man. You know what I'm saying?
With the same team, $500,000 around my neck, it gave me brain freeze. Hard-headed nigga, I can't take heed. Bro told me take one, but I'ma take 3. Bro, you know we made it out of my dog. Pray to Lord with Pee-wee, that's my mud dog. I fell for her again, she had me stuck, dog. You're talking way too fast, I'm on some drugs, love. Awkward conversation.
Bro, I thought we left this in the flipping 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023 at least, bro. Man said I'm on some drugs, you're talking too fast, love. Oh my days. It's funny and them thing there, but it's really not, bro. I thought we left the drug talking and pill popping all in. You get me? I thought we were recovering from all of that, bro.
Pray to Lord with Pee-wee, that's my mud dog. I fell for her again, she had me stuck, dog. You're talking way too fast, I'm on some drugs, love. Awkward conversations with Gotti, he on the run. You came out to the charts, then OTR, it's been 2 months. Yeah, it's dumb.
Yo, get you flipping head in the game, man. Like,
Then
what?
OTR, it's been 2 months. Yeah.
Like, I'm out here trying to get my money's worth in them things. Like, get out here snapping in the whip and that, bro. Pattern up, man. Look good. You know what I'm saying? And look at the camera, fam. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's dumb. Yeah, it's done. Freestyling on the PJ is so weird. Look outside the window, see my future so clear. 29, my chain be whiter than some new veneers. I'ma give another back to Palestine soon as this milli clears. It's the way you mix the Lulu and the Louis, and your hair drop to your ass. You don't reply because you're bougie. I know you hate me.
I hear that right there and them thing there. I hear that right there. Still, I can't even lie to you in that, fam. You know what I mean? Because sometimes people always be wondering, why are you not doing this? And why are you not doing this? And da and that. And even though it's not anyone's business, just a one line right there in them thing that lets you know I have been doing things and I'm going to keep on doing things. Leave it at that, bro. I respect that right there, fam. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes even though you don't want to be on the bragging thing or act like you're trying to prove something and them thing, at the end of the day, it's also good at the same time to just let people know or certain people know and that, fam. You know what I mean? So just a one line, leave it at that type of thing. You get me? That one line, set it up.
Look outside the window, see my future so clear. 29, my chain be whiter than some new veneers. I'ma give another back to Palestine soon as this milli clears. It's the way you mix the Lulu and the Louis, and your hair drop to your ass. You don't reply because you're bougie. I know you hate me, but the truth is I didn't manipulate or use you. I just clocked that the love weren't there and it weren't mutual. And it's funny how the things they hate about you makes them lose you. Because you're bougie. I know you hate me, but the truth is I didn't manipulate or use you. I just clocked that the love weren't there and it weren't mutual. And it's funny how the things they hate about you makes them lose you. It's the things they'll miss the most about you when it is your funeral.
It's crazy the things that hate you about you is what? Nah.
I didn't manipulate or use you. I just clocked that the love weren't there and it weren't mutual. And it's funny how the things they hate about you makes them lose you. It's the things they'll miss the most about you when it is your funeral. I'm in Chanel in the back room.
Okay. So I didn't let the bar finish. I didn't hear the second part. The bar had 2 parts and them thing there. I feel you in that, bro. You know what I'm saying? He's talking though, man. I can't even lie to you in that, fam. You know what I mean? And of course, girls are mostly gonna say that, bro. You know what I mean? I feel like when you get hurt in a position or your heart gets tampered with in a negative way and them thing there, bro, you're gonna say whatever you need to say to make the pain feel less type of thing. You get me in that, bro? So, you know what I mean? Not everyone can be honest with themselves at times and that, bro. Look at the situation for what it is type of thing and that, bro. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, some people look for closure. Sometimes you can't provide that for people and that, bro. You know what I'm saying? You try to explain the certain situation as best as you can, why things have moved on, why I'm moving on, leave it at that. If they get it, they get it. If they don't, they don't. Is what it is.
Use you. I just clocked that the love weren't there and it weren't mutual. And it's funny how the things they hate about you makes them lose you. It's the things they'll miss the most about you when it is your funeral. I'm in Chanel in the back room, that's my
because it's like, bro, even sometimes when people like, you know, like when you're watching shows and that, fam, you know what I mean? And like someone passes away and then they're reminiscing about them, and more times they'll reminisce about, oh, how this person used to drive me crazy and how they used to have me worried and that, and you used to laugh about it type of thing and that, bro, because even though it was a negative time, it's still one of the most like memorable memories of the person type of thing and that, bro. You know what I'm saying? And now they're gone and that's not going to happen again. It's kind of like now you can kind of laugh about the situation because it's been so long, or now you know it's not going to happen again, or like you get me and that, fam. So yeah, it's a deeper one, man. It's a deeper one. In the situation, it's a certain thing, but then afterwards, when time's passed, it can be a whole different set of emotions in that, fam.
Lose you. It's the things they'll miss the most about you when it is your funeral. I'm in Chanel in the back room, that's my usual. Different sort of flex, I'm playing DBE in the shop, I'm on the Bluetooth app. 600,000 spent just in Jam.
And even though it's mellow vibes, even though it's deeper, even though it's meaningful and that, bro, you know what I'm saying? We still got the vibey flows in there, bro. Chat to them, man. You know what I'm
saying? Sort of flex, I'm playing DBE in the shop, I'm on the Bluetooth app. 600,000 spent just in Jam.
You're smiling about that though, bro. You know what I'm saying? Chat to them.
It's my letter to the streets. We killers and they from east. Bow, wipe you off your feet. I'm the goat around the sheep. They tryna put me on a tee. Praying Fajr early morning, tears rolling down my cheeks. Gotta make it to Jannah, Allah knows. It's so peak. Never been dishonorable, nigga, that ain't me. Never fuck my niggas, ladies, brody, that ain't P. Never forget who put the burners in the team. One other one, oh my bro, that's what it's supposed to be. Working.
One thing I'm definitely realizing is that, to be honest, bro, I don't even know why. With certain lines, I understand why the model's there and that, bro. You know what I mean? With certain lines, but overall and that, it's like what he's talking about. He could have literally just done this one up. You know what I mean? But I guess music video, you know what I'm saying? When you want to create like a good music video or whatever, make sure people's attention is constantly there. What's one way to do it and that, bro? Or the greatest way to do it? Put a lady in there, bro. You know what I'm saying? And them thing there, you know, battery rider with it. You know what I'm saying? I feel you and that, bro. So it makes sense at the same time, but I feel like he could have literally done this video one thing I'm definitely realizing is that more times when, you know, when certain man be feeling and I have a girl in the video and that, bro, trying to smack ass, all of that type of stuff, feeling up on her and that, bro. He hasn't done that not once and that, fam. You know what I'm saying? He's just doing his thing and that's why I'm saying maybe he should have just done it one up and that, bro. You know what I mean? Because that she's just there.
The burners in the team, one other one, oh my bro, that's what it's supposed to be. Working on myself, this codeine boosts my self-esteem. Coco Chanel, I don't pay to fuck, they fuck for free. I took my chains off, now I'm playing in my league. Big whips I be in, darling, I don't ever need to leave. Push the start, skirt, skirt, got me speeding. Push the start, skirt, skirt, now it's easing. I was so wild, back right up I'm feeling. But I'm feeling like I'm good and there's a reason. Feeling like I'm good and there's a reason.
What the hell is this thing as well on the back of phones that I've been seeing lately, bro? Is it some like, you know, like when you're bored or when you're like, I don't know, like when you're waiting for somewhere and that, fam, you know what I mean? It's like a, what's it call it? Not like a fidget spinner. What do they call them type of things and that, bro? You know what I mean? Like when you can't keep your hands still and that and you just need to play with something. Maybe that's what it is. But I've been seeing them bare on phones and that. I'm like, what the hell is that? What the f? Apologies, people. Neighbors doing construction and that. Hopefully you guys can't hear that. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Delivered as always, man. Delivered as always. Still, shout out to man like D-Block Europe. Shout out to man like Young Ads. And yeah, obviously, like I said, you can say that he probably just did this one and them thing there because of the subject matter and all that type of stuff. It was a little bit more deep, a little bit more meaningful. So he just wanted to do one up. And these men have constantly made tunes on the one type of thing, even during not the last album, the album before that. You know what I mean? With what is it, Man in the Mirror and all that type of stuff. Like Ads had solos as well. But obviously, we know what's about to happen or could potentially happen. It's like rah, man, like, you know what I'm saying? It's like the reality is just kicking in even more, like it's different now, even though this situation has happened before type of thing, you get me? But hopefully you guys enjoyed that one. Shout out to Young Ads, you know what I mean, cold tune, and I'll catch you on the next one, man, you know what I mean? And also because maybe hopefully these men are just mentioning the drugs thing just for the video and that, bro, you know what I mean? Because female rappers do it, male rappers do it, they mention things, they're not doing it in real life, but they do it because it's appealing in the music and all that type of stuff and that, bro. But hopefully man them are getting through that, because you remember when they were vlogging, you know, I said man them were getting clean, going gym, they probably are still doing all of that type of stuff, you know what I mean? But obviously minus the vlogging and all of that. But just the fact that now we're hearing him, he mentioned the drugs thing a couple of times and you know what I mean, and that, fam. So hopefully man them are actually like kicking that addiction, you get me, and not like reverting back to it, bro, you know what I'm saying? Or even if they didn't ever like have a gap off it or whatever, and that, fam, can find the strength in that to leave that issue alone and them thing there, bro, you know what I mean? Because I feel like there's bare different vices as well that these men can hold on to and that, fam, you know what I'm saying, in the positions that they're in and that, you know what I mean, where they can cope. And but at the same time, you don't know what man's traumas are, what they're still going through, past events that they're still seeing, how they're sleeping at night, nightmares they might be, like, you get me? It's all deeper and that. So I hear you at the same time. Just because you're in a certain position don't really mean shit, you know what I'm saying? Man, them still go through shit. But hopefully you guys enjoyed that one. Shout out to Young Ads, and I'm gone in a bit, people, man. More power to the man, them, man.